So this is the first time they're back together in a few years of Ronnie and Shuli. So I'm featuring, and Ronnie's just going to host. Ronnie is, not a comedian. He's Howard's driver.
Yeah.
But he's like, why? Like, he is crazy. And Shuli's been mentally preparing me for some time to be like, no, going in, like, it's Stern fans, so it's going to be raucous.
It's wild,
and it's also Long Island, and it's governor, so it's going to be Long Island crowd.
Long Island's crazy, even when they're not.
Yes,
It's just
gonna
a
be
room full of bagel bosses.
Yeah, essentially. It's going to be a Long Island crowd plus a Stern crowd, plus you're going up after Ronnie, and Ronnie is, again, he's like he's got so much personality, but he's got, his energy. He's not a comedian.
Doug Stanhope used to have Alex Jones open for him. There's a YouTube video of Alex Jones. It's called, I think, the Austin Incident, and it's Alex Jones opening for Doug Stanhope, and none of it is even in the a least attempt of humor.
Right.
It's all like, and the machines are merging with our babies after the doctor fucks them to death.
And somebody looked at him and went, give him a TV show. And we're all struggling.
Nobody gave him a TV show.
Yeah, they did.
Alex Jones?
Didn't he have a TV show?
He certainly didn't. He had his own network that they deplatformed.
InfoWars wasn't on like a network thing?
Yeah, his.
What?
It was his
I thought it was on
network.
like
You know
Fox.
how this is Gas Digital and Lewis thinks nobody can ever take it away from him? Well, that was InfoWars.
So we get to the club, and I mean, it's fucking packed. Like, it was like just under a sellout. This thing is like, it's super packed. And I've never been. I realized when I got there, I never performed at Governor's before. I'd only performed at the other clubs, which are great. Governor's is in
that the one out there?
Levittown.
Oh,
yeah. So
where
it's
my father's from.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a big one. So it's fucking. It's the biggest of the rooms, right? So this thing is fucking packed. And so I'm in the green room, which is awesome. They have all this stuff set up. There's a door that goes directly to the stage.
That's nice.
From the green room, which is great.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're in the back there, and we're all hanging out. So as I'm getting ready to go on stage, Ronnie's like, all right, I'll just go up there. I'll do like 5, and then I'll bring you right up. And I was like, all right, cool. And again, I'm preparing mentally for worst case scenario to happen.
Combat
you
comedy.
know, of course, combat comedy to the gills. And this also is my first time at this club. I want to make a good impression. It's a Saturday night. It is packed. The owner is there.
Your first time performing for the owner is in the American Gladiators Gauntlet.
yeah. I just have a big Q-tip I go out there with. The Gladiators.
It's all out of shape plumbers with their wrenches.
So Ronnie goes on stage, and this was the first words out of his mouth. He comes out to a raucous applause, and the first thing he says is, "Let's fuck some whores!" And everyone's like, "Yeah!"
Wait, how did he steal Brendan's?
I was just about to say that. I was letting you.
That is real unironically how Brendan sounds.
Yeah.
So he goes up.
I can't.
Within 2 seconds.
And if you want to see that, July 26th, Fairfield Comedy Club.
Within 2 seconds, I mean, this dude, he is murdering, but with wildly blue crowd work.
Yeah.
And he did 10 minutes, you know what I mean? So he's doing things where he's like, hey, you got a nice pair of fucking fun bags on you? Am I right, everybody? And everyone's like, yeah! And he's like, take your top off.
Dude.
He's yelling at people to take their tops off. They're like, it's too early. And he's like, come on! But he's like, but they love him. They're
Mister, we haven't gotten our first drink
yet.
yet.
They're chanting his name.
Stop spraying me with the hose.
Yeah. People are lapping it up, you know? So then after like 10 minutes, he's like, all right. He's like, I gotta bring up the next comic. And people awed that he was leaving and booed. They were literally, he's like, I gotta bring up the next comedian. They're like, oh, boo, no, we want you, Ronnie. So now
it could be Howard themselves.
I know.
Yeah.
So that's the thing where I'm like already going, I cannot believe that now it's like he's murdering, he's not doing jokes, he's just doing crowd work, and they're booing that I'm about to go on. So I'm like,
what's Shuli saying?
Shuli's just going, you're gonna do great, kiddo. You're gonna do great. They're gonna love you.
Shuli's eating a second fistful of mushrooms. This is just part of it.
Yeah. He goes, well, I told you, didn't I? You know, like, he's fucking, so I go, oh, Jesus Christ. So I'm sitting back there, I'm fucking, you know, I'm in the wings just shadow boxing, trying to get myself pumped up because I know exactly what it's going to be, right? So he introduces me. I open the door. There's like half an applause. They were more applauding Ronnie for his set than me coming on. I just kind of rode that wave and like, so
the WB frog.
Yeah.
Hello, my lady. Hello, my honey. Hello, my bright time gal.
So I come
You
out
have
there.
the body of the WB frog.
I do have long limbs. Long arms of the law. So I walk up to the mic, and as I'm taking the mic out of the stand, I go, "Keep it go," and was immediately heckled. That was my first heckle. I didn't even get to say "keep it going" to Ronnie. I said "keep it go," and immediately a woman starts yelling at me in the front, and dude,
Ain't you that soccer player from the women's team that hates America?
So I immediately just snapped, saw red, and just buried that. I buried her and immediately was like, this is not what's going to happen. Because that was again, 3 words in, she heckled. So I go, if I even let this stand for even a second. So
That's getting into prison and punching the biggest guy
exactly,
in the face.
dude.
Except it's a woman.
Yeah, and believe me,
As
I
it should
punched
be.
her in the face. So I immediately go on there. I'm like, I was like, shut the fuck. I was like, this is fucking 3 minutes. Like, this is exactly what I thought was gonna happen. I was like, this is fucking typical Long Island room. You fucks, you crazy. I was like, you're all fucking drinking, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, and you're all taking mass transit home. And they're like, and I was like, yeah, you're gonna do. I know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna fucking take the back roads. We all do it. I know what you're talking about, So, and then all of a sudden,
Ingratiate yourself.
The back
as one of
roads,
them.
like
Yeah.
I-80.
yeah, I-90, 495. Yeah.
Like Hempstead Turnpike right outside.
So they're all
Like my driveway.
So
Right into my
I
fucking
shit
house.
on them. I say something about Ronnie where I was like, Ronnie looks like, I said something that he looks like, he's got the personality of a fun uncle that'll like let you drink in his basement when he's 15 years old. But then when you come back, like he's also the same uncle that doesn't age well, that like you come back from college, he's like, you got any Coke? And you're like,
Uncle Ron.
yeah, so the second I said that and like kind of shat on the room, was like, fuck you guys, fuck all that. They immediately were like, you're in, and like the rest of my set,
One of us.
yeah,
One of us.
the rest of my set was awesome. Like they were such a hot crowd, and they were so fucking like they were good. But I had to go at such a fast pace, and I already have a fast pace as it is, because after every joke, if you even took like a sip or a pause, they were like, "What are you doing?" Like immediately.
You're like to yourself talking normally, and they're like Quicksilver in the X-Men movies where it's like going really slow. Like bugs are flying by like that. You guys didn't see the X-Men movies?
don't know what
the
you're saying.
fuck? I make a movie
I
reference
don't know
and
what
no one
you're
knows
saying. I was gonna say Micro Machines guy. You were probably like,
Shuli made that reference. That's a great one. Yeah.
Shuli, good friend.
great.
So,
great friend of the show.
Everybody,
Wish you were
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Wish you were here.
But it was one of those things where you go, it was an awesome experience, but it was that anxiety of like going up there, and it's just really lion taming. And then after the show, it's like people are giving me noogies, and there's a picture that's on Twitter of like this guy Brian like bear hugging the 3 of us together, and like fucking Three Stooges, our heads together.
That's why coming up the way we came up is a good thing, because you're equipped to handle that situation.
Sure.
If you reached a level of fame early and then played plush rooms where,
It's your audience.
and then had an opportunity to open for somebody who has a raucous audience, but obviously a big reach, it's like, you just don't have the foundation to handle that whatsoever.
Correct.
But we were doing the Lantern for like 17 people
Exactly.
from, fucking wherever, Grenada.
Yeah, we know how to. And I kind of like. I honestly, I love those rooms. Like I love
well,
when
it's
rooms
great
are.
when it goes good.
Yeah. I mean, again, but it was built in fans of like Stern and stuff. So obviously they were comedy fans. They just, they're just, you have to fucking earn. I love an audience that you got to earn them. That you have to fucking.
And that you can.
Yeah.
Like, if you can earn, those are the best, because
course.
once you turn them and show them that you're capable and that you're a funny fuck, they couldn't love you more. But the crowds sometimes that are like so pro their headliner, but like they think that the club or the venue forced the opener on the headliner, and then they're like, I've been to shows, or maybe I heard this story, but somebody said I think they were opening for Dice, and they booed like Eddie Griffin or something like that, and he eventually like won them back and crushed because he was so fucking good. But they were like almost like, Dice, you see what we did? We booed him, and he's like, I brought him here.
Yeah.
It's my friend. Like,
Yeah.
I hired him.
Yeah, well, that's and they eventually, afterwards, and Shuli also did fucking, he killed it. He did did so well, and it was such a great. It was very nice of him to like, even invite me to come out there and do that and stuff, which is great. And hopefully I'll fucking
be back
out
sure.
there. But then fucking Monday morning, I woke up and they had a fucking. It was an awesome. I woke up to a bunch of text messages that they retold the story of Ronnie's, insane. Oh, so
you
here's
had
the
your
other
own Mark Norman.
So
moment.
wait, here's yeah. Instead of Seinfeld, like I talked
we
about.
We really are the knockoff Tuesday.
Yeah.
Everything they do.
Stern's pretty big though. Stern is pretty big. It's out on the Mets broadcast.
It wasn't at no Mets game.
Yeah. But Stern mentioned the story, which was fucking super cool and stuff. And that was just a cool thing to hear and stuff. Especially he's like, growing up on Long Island, that's like such a fucking huge.
His
so that
sweet baritone voice going over your syllables
Feeney,
of your name.
Yeah.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
it was awesome.
But I had blood flow.
I forgot about this part. So after the show, I'm like, that was crazy. And then my aunt comes up to me after the show, and she showed up, like she looked at my website, saw I was coming there, and like sneakily.
She was like, I was the one with the tits.
Yeah.
The first guy was talking about.
Sorry, is this just a rub my face in this?
Yeah, no.
My aunt showed up to support and didn't even let me know she was there.
So here's the thing. That's exactly what happened. However, my aunt is a person that if you say the word like, hey, that sucks, my aunt will go, hey. Like she doesn't like the word sucks, let alone any curse word. So when she wouldn't tell me that she was coming, and then the host's first words are, let's fuck some whores.
She walks up to you with blood coming out of her nose.
Well, that's what she said. When she came up to me after the show, she was like, the first words out of her mouth, she said, that was interesting, because then I had to be like, you motherfuckers, I'll fucking gut you all.
Yeah. She saw a new side of her nephew.
Yeah. So she was just like, that was interesting. And then my aunt got talked about on Stern as well. So then my aunt's like, we're both famous. And I was like, don't you start comedy.
That's when you want to make your Irish goodbye.